How's that fruit salad?
So good.
All right, ready?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, here we go. Now you've become a drummer.
Now I'm a drummer.
Now you're a drummer.
No more dancing. Now I'm an air drummer.
Now you're an air drummer. You're not a one-handed air drummer, are you?
I am not.
Like, what's his name from Def Leppard?
That's right. Who I met in the bathroom in London. Remember that?
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You met that guy.
Yeah, I was walking into the ladies' bathroom and he was hanging out. I'm like, am I in the right bathroom?
The Def Leppard, the one-armed drummer?
Yeah.
No way.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
Yeah, and I was shocked. I'm like, I think I'm in the men's bathroom, but it was a co-ed bathroom situation.
It was a bathroom for men with only one arm.
What?
It was a one-armed men's bathroom.
Slightly inappropriate. That's borderline inappropriate.
Oh, man.
I just snorted.
They could have many other bathrooms, I'm sure.
Oh, that was funny though. He was a nice guy.
Was he a nice guy?
Yeah. If he can have that much talent with one arm, surely I could learn to be a good drummer with two arms.
Surely you could be a good air drummer.
Right. I mean, didn't you just see me? I rock it. I should be playing the real drums for that intro.
Oh, that is classic. Was he nice? He was a nice guy, though,
Nice
huh?
guy. I don't remember his name, but nice guy.
Yeah, that's funny because he's in like this. He's a world famous guy,
Mm-hmm.
and he's talking to you like he introduced himself as if no one knows who he is.
Right. Like I'm in a band. My band and I are over here for a while. I was like, oh, who's your band? He's like, we're called Def Leppard. Like, never heard of him before.
Is that what he said?
Yeah. A cool guy.
How funny.
It was actually really funny.
Yeah, that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
I remember when that happened in the 80s. It was an accident with him and the driver of a car for some other band, I think.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. It was like the guy from Motley Crue or something, or some other band that hit him in the middle of the night, I think.
Ooh.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Man, start this Free For All Friday show talking about 80s hair bands. Nothing wrong with that.
Oh, man.
Well, thank you everyone for joining us here on another edition of Extreme Health Radio. My name is Justin, and my co-host is
Kate.
About ready to eat some mango.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing wrong with that. And this is episode number 94 of Free For All Friday. So if you want to check it out, you can check it out at extremehealthradio.com/94. And we broadcast worldwide from Southern California. And let's see, we do shows 4 days a week on Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Is that right? Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, right?
Yeah.
Well, Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Sunday.
Yeah.
Something like that. And if you have a question for me or for Kate, you can email them to us, Justin at extremehealthradio.com or...
Mango in my mouth. Kate at extremehealthradio.com. I'm so professional this morning.
You're so professional. Polished, so polished.
So polished.
But you do have your headsets on.
My new headsets.
If you're in a real radio studio right now, like in Los Angeles, I think they'd fire you for having...
Watermelon shoved in my mouth right now with berries, mango.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yes, my new headset, I can actually hear myself.
It's great, isn't it?
I could hear you, I can hear the guests. I'm very grateful.
Yes, and if you would like to interact with us, we have a new feature on our website, a voicemail feature that you can record straight from your computer, which is really cool. So please use that, and it will be played on the air as a question to us or a question to our guest. And it's really a cool feature, so please do that. You can check it out at extremehealthradio.com/voicemail, all one word. And you can record it right from your computer if you have a question for any one of our guests. So please send those in. Love to get some interaction from you guys. And this show is brought to you by Amazon.com, which is I'm sure if you don't know what it is already, it's an amazingly huge website that everyone buys everything from.
You live in a hole if you've never heard of it.
So if you do any purchasing from there on a regular basis, please go through our link. That would support us. You can do that every single time that you place an order there, and you don't even have to buy anything related to health. You can just go to extremehealthradio.com/Amazon, and that will redirect you to their homepage, and then you can purchase, and we'll get a little commission. Mm-hmm. That's a good way to support us. And let's see, I've got my lemon water here.
That looks good.
Yeah, I think those were Meyer lemons, weren't they?
It looks like lemonade.
Yeah, it's really good. And, as a result of that, I decided to go look up the benefits of lemon water.
Oh, you're doing fun facts with Justin. You're beating me. Beat me to the punch today.
And it's really cool. I don't know, you've been doing lemon water in the morning, right?
I have.
Yeah, it's really cool. Mm-hmm. And it's really, it seems like it's a really good thing. Like it really flushes you out and everything.
It feels good. After you read what you're going to read about the lemon water, I want to tell you about my lemonade I made the other day.
Oh, yeah. Okay, cool. Let's see. The nutritional benefits are vitamin C, B1, B2, B6, riboflavin, calcium, phosphorus, potassium, magnesium, and antioxidants. It's great for skin. It's anti-aging. It assists with weight loss. It rejuvenates the skin, removes blackheads and wrinkles, relieves bad breath, reduces scars from burns and burning sensation if applied directly to the burn. It reduces dizziness, reduces inflammation, helps throat infections, reduces liver. It purifies the blood, the remedy for hangover.
It reduces your liver?
Is that what I said? It'll actually remove your liver for you. It'll dissolve it. It's amazing. You should try it.
Drink lemon water.
It's really good.
I think you said remove your liver.
Did I?
Remove toxins from your liver, I think.
I meant to say it reduces fever. But if you removed your liver, you may just... It purifies the blood and it's good for hangovers, relieves asthma and helps high blood pressure, cures constipation, decreases phlegm production, prevents leaky gut, improves immune system functionality, prevents toxic buildup, dissolves gallstones.
Nice.
Nothing wrong with that.
Better than removing your liver.
Increases bile production, reduces bloating and belching, and relieves nausea and heartburn. All just with a lemon.
What does it not do?
I know. It's pretty cool, huh?
Does it say if that's like one lemon? Do you know? Like to get those benefits, is it any kind of lemon in your water or do you have to like charge it?
Like have a bunch of them or whatever? It doesn't say.
Huh.
But I mean, I'm not sure how. I mean, how do you know it relieves bad breath or is anti-aging? It's kind of nebulous,
I guess when you like start aging backward and people aren't moving away from you anymore, you've succeeded.
Yeah.
In both.
Yeah, you start becoming that character in Brad Pitt movie. That Brad Pitt movie.
What's that called? Benjamin Button.
Benjamin Button, yeah. You go backwards.
Yeah.
So anyway, if you haven't tried lemon water in the morning, first thing on an empty stomach, it's one of the things we do. It's pretty good. And you were going to say about a lemonade that you made? Oh, yeah.
Oh, and the lemon water is what was totally, what do you call it, recommended to me when I did my detox with the naturopath.
Oh, really?
She always said in the morning on an empty stomach just to do the lemon water. And man, you do feel different. And you know what? I think it staves off a little bit of your hunger in the morning. So you're not just like shoving food down your mouth right away and kind of fills you up a little.
Do you feel hungry when you wake up in the morning?
Mm-mm.
No?
Do you?
Not really. Did you used to?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
I used to wake up and be like, rah, ravenous, eat. I just need waffles and toast.
Isn't that crazy?
Now I feel like I could wake up and go like 4 hours.
Yeah.
Without eating, no problem.
Yeah, me too.
And then if I had lemon water, like an hour after I wake up, then I could go like to lunch. I feel like I don't even need breakfast. It's weird.
It's so weird. When I first started doing the raw food diet back in 2003, I used to have I wake up and I have at least 2 or 3 bowls of cereal, depending on, the day. Mm-hmm. And so I'd have 2 or 3 bowls of cereal with just regular milk and whatever the cereal was. And then I'd have 2 or 3 pieces of toast with peanut butter on them.
Oh my gosh.
And I think something else too, like a muffin. And talk about an all-carb breakfast is just going to put you in the earth. 6 feet
under.
Yeah. Crazy. And I used to wake up and just be completely starving. And now I can get up, like you said, and go hours without eating. Yeah,
since I've changed my diet, man, I can, I don't know, my body just doesn't work the same. It's funny how you change, Yeah,
it's crazy, huh?
Yeah.
You can I think what a lot of people say is you retrain your body how to burn, being an oxidizer of, I said oxidizer is the word, is being a burner of like fats instead of carbohydrates.
I gotcha.
So you'd wake up for me, I'd wake up and just be starving. I have to eat right away. And that's probably because my body worked on burning. It used carbohydrate as its fuel instead of fat or protein. You know?
I gotcha.
Crazy.
So this lemonade though, we had beautiful week here, and a couple times we were sitting out on the porch and I was just craving something, summery.
And Daniel Vitalis, don't be jealous.
Why would he be jealous?
We had a beautiful week.
He was like,
he was so
ice
bummed.
Fishing and chasing geese.
He was like, yeah, you guys have, there you are in California again, having another beautiful day.
He was funny. I think he was having weather envy.
Yeah, he was weather jealousy.
Weather jealousy. No, it's not like, I'm sure everyone's already done this, but to me, it was just, I think it's going to be my favorite thing going into summer and all summer is like in the Vitamix that we have, blend up a little bit of water, a little bit of ice, and some strawberries or raspberries, just fresh ones. Pulverize them, blend that all together, and a little tad of honey, like a little raw honey in there. Okay. And just kind of measure it out toward what tastes good. And then,
so is it really liquidy, or is it really kind of thicker?
It's still liquidy, but it depends on how much ice you put in there. If it's going to make it like really more slushy,
chunky, which
is good. Sometimes depends on what you're in the mood for. So it was the lemon, the water, the dab of honey, and the berries, and you blend it all up, and then throw it in a cup. And then I whisked a packet of stevia into there. Okay. And it was like this honey strawberry lemonade. It was like the best thing.
Did you put lemons in there? Because I don't think you said that.
Oh, I thought I did. I don't think I did. You're right. Lemons.
So you want to add the lemons to make lemonade?
Hey.
Just may want to consider that.
You might. If not, what do you call it? Waterade. Berryade. But the lemons, I put like a full lemon and a half in there. The juice of it, obviously not the rind. And and then I'm thinking about next time throwing from the garden the little mint sprigs on top. And it was like, it tasted like a cocktail on a hot summer day without the alcohol. And it was so good. And it's actually, everything in there was good for you.
Wow. That sounds good.
Yeah.
Wow. I think is that the same one that you made me when we're sitting out in the sun, Daniel Vitalis?
That was, you are just mean, man.
We love Daniel though.
We love Daniel.
Yeah, we're just kidding.
It was close to it. That one was kind of like we didn't have anything. So that was like a whatever's in the fridge. Oh, okay. But it was still good.
You know what? I heard there's a great recipe out there I think it's called I think it's put out by Annie Jubb, and it's called the something lemonade. I forget what she names it. Something lemonade. But I was making it a few years ago. It's really good. It's a big chunk of aloe vera.
Ooh.
Let's see, a big chunk of aloe vera, so some sea salt, as much olive oil as you want to put in. So it's like a liver flesh, thing, liver flesh. And then you put in the juice of 1 or 2 lemons, and then you add in some ice and a little bit of water, as well as some frozen berries.
Ooh.
And it's like this medicinal lemonade, this berry lemonade with aloe vera. It's amazing.
Can you put the link to that on?
Yeah.
That'd
in fact,
be a good
I should
one.
write that down. Yeah.
That sounds like a great, not only like refreshing, enjoyable thing for summer, but to know you're actually doing something good for your body as well.
I know. It's called, I think they call it the electrolyte lemonade.
Cool.
Yeah, really cool. Link.
So you're detoxing your liver, you're not removing it.
Yeah, you wouldn't want to remove.
Lemon water will do.
Yeah. Lemon water. So we've got a lot to get to today. We've got a ton to get to. Let's see, where should we start? We've got a bunch of listener questions that we should get to. I've got a few articles that I wrote this past week that I want to touch on. And we've got a little video that is pretty cool. It's called The Operating Room of the Future. Someone sent us in. It's pretty cool. It's kind of based on sound frequencies and things. And you never have to, according to them, you don't have to do any surgery. Like you can kill cancer. You can repair things without ever going, cutting the skin.
No way.
Amazing. So I want to see if I can play a few minutes of that from YouTube on this show. And let's see, what else do we have to get to? Let's see. Lots to get to. Where should we go first? Let's go to some of our listener questions.
sounds good.
Actually, I wanted to turn people on to a guy named Steve Barwick, Barwick, and his website is, let's see, what is it? thesilveredge.com. And we're going to have him on the show. We just purchased his DVD.
Nice.
Called the Colloidal Silver Secrets. And we haven't watched it yet, but silver is one of the most amazing natural substances, antibacterial, antiviral, antifungal. It kills everything on contact.
Anti-inflammatory.
Yeah, but it doesn't kill any of your good cells, and it's just an amazing substance. So learning how to work with silver could be something that families would want to do, especially if they have kids with, they get cuts or,
right.
There's 1,001 uses. You can put them in eye drops. You can put them in ear drops. You can do neti pots with silver and flush out and kill infections. You can nebulize silver. My mom's going to start doing that.
Yep, for lung stuff and any kind of... it probably kills like strep and things in your throat on contact.
Yeah. Wow. We're going to start nebulizing. We'll talk about it. Nebulizing silver and fresh garlic and breathing the mist of that. That'd be pretty intense. But you can do that. And so anyway, check out his website, thesilveredge.com, Steve Barwick. You might be interested in him. And let's see. Lynn writes in from our newsletter series, and where I asked people to let me know what their biggest health concerns are. And she says, my biggest problem is initially falling asleep. It can sometimes take hours to fall asleep. That's a bummer, isn't it?
Oh, I hate that.
Yeah, that's really... I've been able to completely turn this around. How long does it take you to go to sleep?
Minutes.
Really?
It used to take me at least an hour.
Seriously? Really? How long ago was that?
Oh gosh, like a handful of years ago, maybe like 4 or 5 years ago, it probably took me that long. And now it takes me, I think between 5 and 10 minutes.
Wow.
Yeah. And my brain's always going, so that's a miracle.
Yeah.
Like most people.
That's amazing. Yeah, for me, it's the same way. It used to take me hours. No, not hours. It used to take me at least an hour.
Me
sometimes.
too.
Yeah.
So
crazy.
Is that all she said?
Yeah, my biggest problem is initially falling asleep. It can sometimes take hours to fall asleep. One of the things that you may want to consider doing is what I've been doing is reducing your exposure to light before bed. And there's a real cool application you can get on your computer if you tend to work late at night called Flux. And I'll put a link to it on this show page, which it reads your computer screen. It reads the time on your computer. Excuse me, I had to burp there.
Lemon water also makes you burp.
That's right.
Wasn't that supposed to take away that problem?
I know, what happened?
Reject lemon.
But it reduces the amount of blue light. So as the sun goes over the horizon and over our skies, as it continues on its path, and the later and later it gets, the more of the blue light gets removed from the spectrums of the sun that we're exposed to. So, but the problem is that with most computer screens and TVs and everything like that, it's just a constant level of blue light coming at you.
Gotcha.
So what I do is I wear those glasses,
right,
low blue light glasses, and those help, I think, a ton. And this program will actually automatically start lowering the blue light just little tiny bit as the night goes on. So if you're working on the computer, it's really a good thing.
And they're orange, and you could look like Bono.
That's right. Oh, with the glasses, you mean?
Yeah, you look like Bono.
Yeah, I do.
I mean, the glasses look like Bono.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't sing like Bono, though.
Well, I don't play drums like Def Leppard, so we're all good.
We're okay. We're okay
we
with
better
that.
stick to this instead of becoming a family band.
Yeah, that sounds horrible.
No one would buy our CDs.
No, but, and then, something else you may want to consider doing that's worked for me is doing some stretching before bed, or doing some meditation or something like that, stretching. That works really good.
Calming music.
Getting grounded during the day helps, and getting exposure of sunlight to your skin during the day, and sunlight indirectly into the eyes. So not wearing sunglasses during the day, those all help. So anyway, things to think about.
Plus, too, I think that I've talked to some friends and stuff, and we've all made a conscious effort to kind of get, or not all, but some of my friends I've talked to, we've all made the effort to get a lot of our bills and like paperwork and stuff that affects our stress level out of our bedroom.
Oh,
because I used to just keep like a file cabinet of stuff, and just knowing it was in there stressed me out.
So you'd roll over at 1 a.m. and just kind of get your calculator out and figure out what bills you're going to pay.
Put some stamps on some stuff, return address label.
Yeah.
No, but just knowing it's in there, it just kind of, I don't know, it kind of messes with you mentally, I think. So
yeah,
I cleared out everything that's not stressful from my room and keep it out in another room.
And also another thing you may want to consider too, is you want to improve your sleep, is getting rid of the electromagnetic fields in your room.
Don't sleep with your cell phone by your...
Yeah, don't put this over.
Anywhere in your bedroom.
Get some grounded sheets, maybe that might help. And some people turn their whole switch box off, to their whole house, and they'll turn off the power because of this dirty electricity that's in the air. Yeah. So
I hope that helps. I don't know.
Yeah, hopefully that helps, Lynn, and I'm sorry for that. And let's see, Jeff writes in, Justin, great story. I have a cell phone. This is in reference to one of our newsletter articles we sent out. And he goes, Justin, great story. I have a cell phone, but only use it to call out. It costs me about $25 a year with no interruptions. And at my age, I have no one to call anyway, other than 911. That's funny.
That's somebody.
Yeah. I've long felt that radiation is a hazard and use all such gadgets as little as possible. I know this is you were talking about, Kate, with your cell phone. And what is your view on the recent implanting worldwide of smart meters? Oh yeah, my cell phone's battery lasts over 40 days. That was Jeff. Yeah, there's definitely some things you want to do. We are connected up with a company called Less EMF. And if you go to extremehealthradio.com/lessEMF, you'll get to their website, and they have a ton. I was just looking over their product line last night. They have a ton of really cool electromagnetic shielding radiation devices.
Cool. Yeah, I know. I don't like being exposed to that.
Yeah, and you want to keep the cell phones off your, near your stomach and things, and your head, and they have all kinds of really cool meters and stuff. So definitely something you want to check out.
I think that's awesome. If I can go the route Jeff went and just have a cell phone when I'm hopefully able to do this more full time,
right,
and get out of the hair salon,
you won't need to
need it.
Yeah.
Because I do not like using that thing. It freaks me out.
Yeah, it's not good, huh?
And even when I do use it, I try to stay grounded or have that little retro headset phone thing that keeps it. But I just don't like knowing it's on. I don't like it around me. I don't like using it in the car. That really freaks me out because you're like in a tin can where you're probably radiating yourself.
Well, now, have you heard they have internet Wi-Fi now, and you can use your cell phones in the air? So not only are you getting exposed on your flights to all this incredible radiation from the sun, but you're in a little tin can with...
Oh, gosh.
No wonder why people are going to be even more jet lagged. Especially going long flights. You know?
Oh, man.
So there's some things you can do to protect yourself, but definitely want to look into, doing that, because in today's modern world, I mean, it's almost impossible to not have a cell phone. Thank God I don't have one.
You are a lucky man.
I've never had a cell phone.
Gosh. I bet that's probably so rare this day and age.
Yeah, and who knows how long I'll be able to last, but...
I used to think you were crazy, but now I love it.
I know, it's cool.
Now it's like a game.
Yeah.
Can you make it to 90 without a cell phone?
And so the other one, the recent implanting worldwide of smart meters, I have heard nothing but bad things about smart meters. They not only are they electromagnetic field radiation hazard for your home, but there's talk about how these things connect up with the power companies, and they communicate to the power companies your usage of each appliance in your house. So if you're using, your TV a certain amount of time, or if you're using your refrigerator, I guess that would always be on, but other appliances, it'll read and track and monitor how much you're using each appliance. And it'll transmit that information back to the power company. And then, I mean, information is power, right? So like I can imagine what could come out of that. They could either decide to increase your rate, because you're not using it, so you're going to pay a higher rate, or they could start advertising to you or sell that information to advertisers who would start sending you information in the mail or on your email about certain things related to not using, like your dryer or...
Good night.
You know what I mean? And then there's just the whole tracking thing. I've heard lots of different things talking about how they're they're doing a lot more than just monitoring your information. They're tracking all kinds of stuff. And if you're interested in this, you can read, I think Mike Adams has a lot of good information on naturalnews.com.
Okay.
So, yeah, Jeff, thanks for writing in. I appreciate that. And Marlene wrote, and she wrote in about that operating room thing, and we're going to play that for a little bit. Steph wrote and wanted to know about how much is the postage for our sauna to Australia. It seems like we have a lot of people in Australia, which is kind of ironic. Ironic, but cool, huh?
Very cool.
Yeah, I mean, we're kind of half Australian. I don't know, kind of.
Me through marriage.
You through marriage? I'm really more Kiwi from my mom. My mom is Kiwi. Kiwi, Australia.
Yeah, we'll go with it.
We'll go with...
Same group.
Same area.
Same group of good people.
Yeah. So, yeah, Steph, we'll need to get I believe I wrote you back on this, but we'll need to get your exact address to get a shipping quote of the sauna to you in Australia. So,
but it is worth it.
Yeah, definitely worth it.
Sometimes I do it twice a day. It is worth every penny. I love it.
Isn't it great?
I can't say enough about the sauna. I just love it. I'm addicted to it.
I know, me too. Yeah. I love it. Okay, and then Suzanne writes in, "Hi, Justin. I'm loving your show. I just listened to the archive show from a couple days ago with Dr. Carl O'Helvey. He was cool, huh?
That guy. I love him.
He cured himself of lung cancer using a variety of vitamins and natural methods, and you guys mentioned that you would soon be carrying a source for raw apricot kernels. Laetrile. I was going to start taking some on a daily basis if I can find a good source that will ship to me here in South Korea. Do you know if your sources will ship overseas and when you will start carrying that? Thanks so much for all the great health information. Keep up the amazing work. Blessings, Suzanne."
Wow.
Cool, huh?
Yep. That's awesome.
Yeah, we are going to South Korea. That's amazing. Golly, that's so cool. We are going to be carrying those. I would imagine this coming up week. We've been connecting up with this company who offers really great Laetrile, what do you call it? Apricot kernels.
Right.
And obviously we can't make any claims on our site. We don't sell them directly, so I'm not sure how the FDA, it goes with that. But we don't make any claims. We're not going to make any claims. But people who take apricot kernels, they know why they're taking them. Mm-hmm. So we've got a few more questions to get to, but we got to take a short break, and we're going to run this ad from the Vitamix. What a great machine that is.
Oh, the Vitamix.
Isn't it? It's so cool.
Yeah. The thing does everything.
It does everything. It'll clean your clothes for you too.
It'll garden.
It'll
pick your tomatoes.
Okay, we'll be right back after this break. So a few years ago when I was working for this company, it was a really small company, and I had been wanting a Vitamix blender for years and years and years, but they're so expensive, and I just hadn't saved the money at that time to get one. And so as a Christmas bonus, they knew that I loved the Vitamix, so they got me a Vitamix, the 5000 blender. And that thing is so incredible. It was right at the beginning of my raw food journey, and I was using it about 3 times a day, really. Today, I still use it about twice a day to make blended smoothies and things like that. But the Vitamix blender is really, really great. And if you go to extremehealthradio.com/Vitamix, that will redirect you over to there, and then you'll be able to purchase that, and we'll get a commission for your order. And you'll also get free shipping too, so that'll be great for you if you're interested in saving about $25 on the shipping. And with the Vitamix, you can make sauces and dips and bread. You could make ice cream with it. I've done a lot of ice cream. You can just make the most incredible things. And it's my favorite because it's got a tamper on it. And you can put ice and frozen berries and avocado and some honey and things like that, and with no water at all, and you have that tamper, and you can make the most amazing ice creams with it. So the Vitamix is my favorite blender of choice, and if you're in the market to buy one, I would greatly encourage you to do so if you have the money for it. And if you do it through us, through extremehealthradio.com/Vitamix, I'll get a little commission for it, and you'll get free shipping. So it works out for you and for us too. So if you're in the market, please do it through us. That'd be really cool. And you're going to love this thing when you get it. You're going to fall in love with it. You'll never go back to a regular blender again. So check that out, extremehealthradio.com/Vitamix, and I hope you enjoy it.
Rule.
that chocolate?
Melts in your mouth.
Isn't it so good, huh?
I'm obsessed.
We're eating chocolate.
Raw
for breakfast.
mint chocolate for breakfast. Well, I had fruit too, but...
and I had lemonade and chocolate. They don't go well together, do they? They kind of did, though.
They kind of did.
Nothing wrong with that.
It's Sunday. This is what we do.
That was... the chocolate it's put together by Chocolatiel, right? Is that how you say it?
Chocolatl.
Yeah, I'm not sure about how they name that.
I don't know how to say it. And every time I call a place to see if they have it, they're like, what? What are you looking for? I'm like, oh, and I kind of spell it out.
Yeah.
But I don't know if they have that everywhere. I know it's a local company, but man, is it just yummy.
Oh, man, it's so good.
They make this raw mint, and they make goji berry and maca, and it's like comes in chunks, and
it's to die for.
It is to die for. Oh, it has tons of medicinal mushrooms in it too.
Oh yeah, they have the reishi.
And algae.
Oh yeah, yeah, they're a really cool company.
If they have a website, we should put that on there.
Oh yeah, let me put that in the show notes. Chocolatiel
or chocolatl. L.
I just put a bunch of L's at the end, and we'll figure it out.
Chocolatl. It's like Hawaii, where everything's at the end.
Somehow we'll figure that out. Mm-hmm. All right, let's see. We got a few more questions to get to. So let's see. Gary Barnett writes in. Let's see. Hi, Justin. I'm very interested in buying the sauna, but would like to know what the estimated life of the heaters are. Phil Wilson never did answer that question. Since the ceramic emitters are 95% of the cost, I am naturally concerned. Thanks, and I love your podcast. Sincerely, Gary.
Thank you, Gary.
Yeah, from what I understand, they last forever. These things are just extremely well built. I talked to the company, and there's a 1-year warranty on them, which is good. But I think, didn't Phil Wilson say that they were testing one overseas and it's been on for 5 years straight and it still works perfectly? Like it just never... So, I mean, I don't think that there's any issue in terms of those things wearing out. And Phil Wilson is such a cool guy. I mean, he'll
stand by him.
Yeah, he's stand by us. Yeah, he's really, really nice.
Yeah.
So sorry, Gary, I don't know exactly how long they last or the estimated lifespan is. I know the ones I just know they last really, they kind of work like a refrigerator. They just last for years.
Right.
So yeah, thanks, Gary, for your interest. If you want to get the sauna, just let me know. And if you didn't mention if you're overseas or anything, but just let me know. I think you're going to love that sauna. It's just amazing. Amazing. I was in there last night. I told you this morning at 12:30 at night.
Oh man!
Because I just can't miss it. I don't want to miss it ever. And I was watching a documentary, sitting there in the dark room with the sauna on, and I was falling asleep.
With your blue light glasses or whatever.
I did. I had the blue light glasses on. I did. Look at that.
I know.
You know me.
I know you. You'd think I would by now, but...
But yeah, I was just falling asleep right there in the sauna, so I had to get out. I sweat I got out after 20 minutes. I was still sweating really good.
Yeah, I went in last night and I got out at 25 and I've never sweat more. And I think it's because my body was all like, I'd been scurrying around warm doing things beforehand. And so I was already warm going into it, but oh man, that sweat, nothing like it.
Yeah, and it's cool. I was just learning too about how it gets rid of fluoride from your bones, because apparently that's where a lot of fluoride kind of settles in, which makes sense with women and calcification and osteoporosis. Fluoride just... but it pulls that stuff from your bones, which is amazing.
Nuts.
Okay, Erica wrote in, I was told not to use a rebounder if I have glaucoma. What do you know about this? Well, I would, if it were me, I could only answer these questions if it were me, because we can't give medical advice or health advice or really anything. Everyone has to take responsibility for their own health, as I'm sure you already do, Erica. But thanks for writing in. I appreciate that. As someone who knows a cursory amount of information about this, I would err on the side of getting a rebounder and using it, because the muscles that are around your eye, from what I understand, are some of the smallest muscles, and the capillaries are incredibly small that go and allow your eye to move left and right and up and down, and those muscles atrophy quite easily because there's no way to exercise your eyes, but with the rebounder, it actually can exercise your eyes, which is amazing.
Oh my gosh.
Because it exercises and tones every cell, every muscle cell, every cell in your whole body. So if you have glaucoma, I would imagine it would be a good thing for your eyes because it would help strengthen your eyes too.
I wonder if you have to check with a doctor before you do that, just to make sure you're not going to joggle your eyes out or something.
I would check with the doctor, but if it were me, I would just do it.
Seems like it would help.
Yeah, it seems like it would help. I've heard nothing but great things in terms of how the rebounder affects your eyesight. So if you're interested in a rebounder, we sell the Bellicon, but just get a rebounder. We like to offer the best stuff, and it's expensive. It's $500 or something, but it's, in my opinion, definitely worth it. Don't you think? I
do. Yep. I've added it in, and I really, you just feel like you're getting benefits from it. Yeah, it's an amazing thing. So, and then also, if you're looking for eye health or things, I would look into a course that we promote. It's from Matt and Angela Monarch, and it's called, I forget what they call it, but it's extremehealthradio.com/vision. And they sell a bunch of different eye supplements as well as information, and as a bunch of videos are available there, and books that they offer through that course that they do. And it's really, really a good thing. There's a whole video there that Angela does, which is really cool. Oh, cool. She's so cool. Yeah. And also I would look into Dr. Jerry Tennant of the Tennant Institute. And he has what's called the biomodulator, I think. And he works with the voltage of your body and restores the voltage, because everything's, energy and things in the body, and everything works like a battery. And if you don't have the right voltage, your eyes aren't going to work right. And he has a whole macular degeneration, glaucoma protocol that he does. Wow. And it has incredible success. Wow. So check out, I'll put the link on this show page, extremehealthradio.com/94. Cool. And then William writes in, today was the first time I heard your show on Natural News Radio. You have a new fan. I am browsing through your archives and already liked your page. Do you broadcast daily or just on Natural News Radio twice a week? Looking forward to hearing future shows. Well, thanks, William. Appreciate that. That is awesome. It's so cool to get new fans, isn't it? I like it. Thank you. Yeah, it's so cool. And I'm so glad you found us. The show we do on Natural News happens on Monday, Wednesday. And it comes from our previous week's shows. And we do shows on our website 4 days a week. And we only give 2 to Natural News Radio. And the ones that we give to them typically aren't edited as well, and kind of just more raw. They don't sound as good because the quality that comes out from them is, I don't think it's as good. But I would suggest listening to them on our site, just because I think you're going to get the better quality and all of that. So thanks, Scott. I really appreciate... Was that William? William, yeah. William Scott. And thank you for being a fan. And it's really, really cool. And Jeremiah writes in, hi, I'm new to your show just today. I listened to a couple of your podcasts via iTunes and I love it. I checked out your website so I could go through your Amazon account to order emotion codes. Oh, cool. That's nice. Nice. And I noticed that I could rate your guests. Well, I wasn't zoomed in enough on my iPhone, and my clumsy finger bumped the 8th star when I was aiming for the 10th star. I tried to recast my rating with no luck. I figured Bradley Nelson deserves a 10 out of 10, and since I'm the only one who has given him a review, I would like you to know in case you care to change it to a 10. I feel bad that his average is only 80% because of me. LOL. Keep up the great work. Oh. That's cool. Thanks, Jeremiah. I don't think there's any way for me to change the voting system on the stars there. But I understand. I mean, those iPhones, you have to really pinch in, right? That's so nice, though. That's cool. Bradley Nelson will be happy. Yeah, Bradley Nelson's really cool. Okay, I feel like we should have a little musical segment for Fun Facts with Kate. Oh. Do you think it's time? Is it time? Sure. Okay. All right, I think it's Fun Facts with Kate. It is time for the fat flush. The fat flush? Mm-hmm. Uh-oh. Yep. How to flush out your fat. Who doesn't want this? Yeah, that's right. So it's a drink you make. Mm-hmm. And you have to make sure everything's organic, obviously. Okay. But this is what you do. You get an orange, one whole orange sliced. Uh-huh. A lime sliced up. One whole lemon sliced. You can throw this all into like a pitcher or, a big jug thing. Uh-huh. 1/3 cup of grapes. I think you can leave those whole. 8 mint leaves.
So is this like a blended thing, or is this fruit sitting in water?
It's more like a sangria. Yeah, you just let it like marinate in water.
Oh,
and sit there. And
it'd be a good way to structure the water too. You know, add some life or whatever.
Good call. Life water.
So what is it? Lemon?
Then you add in, where was that? Orange, lime, lemon, grapes, 8 mint leaves. Okay. And a 1/2 gallon of filtered water or whatever, water you use. Okay. And then optional, you could put a few raspberries in there, and you refrigerate it for like 15 minutes to a half hour. Okay. Let it sit there. Cool. And then pour it into a drink and drink it. Apparently it's supposed to flush your fat.
Well, nothing wrong with that.
I don't know if that's from cells or what, but it's supposed to be a really good drink, and it sounds like a really summery kind of yummy thing.
And it sounds cool too, because you could eat the fruit afterwards or
oh my gosh,
during.
That'd be so good.
Yeah.
So there you go. Fat
Flush. All right. Fun facts with Kate.
Fat Flush fun fact.
Oh man, time is flying by. We got to take another break, and we're going to be talking about the One World Way.
Yay.
Yeah.
Cool.
So here we go. We'll be right back after this break. If you're like me, chances are you've tried lots of different whey protein powders and different protein powders on the market. The two I like are Sun Warrior Protein and One World Whey. One is vegan and one is not, but One World Whey, I love it. It's 100% raw and grass-fed, coming from Amish farmers with healthy cows. It's an incredible product. It's got about 25 grams of protein with each scoop, which is really, really high. It increases the glutathione levels in your body. It helps to eliminate heavy metals and toxins out of your body, as well as radioactive fallout from chemtrails. And it helps to decrease inflammation in the intestines, which helps with having healthy bowel movements. It builds lean muscle, and it's great for your skin and anti-aging. It increases your energy levels. It's really, really a great product. And it's not just for building muscle. It has so many benefits. And you can learn more about all the benefits of this incredible product at extremehealthradio.com/whey. WHEY, and it's put together by Synergistic Nutrition, and One World Whey is the product name. I highly recommend checking it out. If you are interested in buying it, please consider doing it through us. We'll get a little commission, and you will see what I'm talking about. You're going to be hooked and addicted to this stuff. So consider this product as part of your daily protocol. Maybe put it in your smoothies, and it's really, really a great product. So thanks for listening, and let's get back to this interview. Wow, we were just. I was on the rebounder. Maggie we were playing here in the studio, and we almost forgot.
I was dancing with Maggie. You ever try to dance with a 10-pound wiener dog?
It's not easy.
So funny.
It's not all it's cracked up to be.
Oh, I think it is.
Wow. So I wanted to tell you guys a little bit about a feature on our website that I think you guys really might like. On all the show pages, I was going to mention this last week. On all the show pages, there's a link to the YouTube video that we do. So we put all of the, excuse me for being out of breath. I was just on the rebounder. Oh, man.
I'm out of breath from dancing. Dance party in our studio.
Dance party USA.
USA.
Oh, man. All right. So there's a feature on our website where it's really cool. It has a link to the YouTube version of the interview that we do with each guest. So with each guest, we put the video on YouTube so people there can have access to it. And so what we do is we link to another site called YouTube Time, and I think this is really powerful. It's called YouTube Time, and there's a link to it on every show page. And the coolest thing about this thing is that you can, if you're listening to something on our show, and let's say we're talking to a doctor and he starts talking about cholesterol, right? Or something like that, controversial subject, could be anything. And he's talking about cholesterol and how cholesterol lowering medication is really, really damaging to your health. And your mom or dad is taking this. And so as you're running, doing a workout, or wherever you listen to us, people listen different places. all you got to do is look down and write down the time, or remember the time that he started talking about this. And you can click on YouTube time on that show page, whatever the //52 or whatever the show number is. And on YouTube time, you can paste the URL of the YouTube video that we do for that interview, and then put in the minute and second. So you could put in 23:15. And then you like hit go or something? Yeah, create link. And then it'll create a link to exactly right at that spot. So, you know, if you send the link to the show link to your mom who's taking cholesterol lowering medication, you know, you don't have to say to her, scroll to 23:15 to listen to whatever. Gotcha. But you can create as many of those as you would like for each show. If something hits you and you want to share it with someone, share our YouTube video, click on YouTube time and do that. So, oh, that's cool. It's really, really cool. I mean, you know, it's just really, really cool. Dude, yeah. I like it. All right, so we wanted to do another fun fact with Kate, but before that, you had a little life lesson. I had a life lesson this last week. A life lesson. I go and watch my little 11-month-old niece, and she's at that age where she likes to read books, you know? She's so cute. And so I'm sitting there reading her books after book, and The Very Hungry Caterpillar. Have you ever heard of that book? You didn't have a normal childhood. I had a slightly different childhood. Your mom read to you, just not the same typical books that you always laugh because you have no idea what I'm talking about. But no idea. Most people know of The Very Hungry Caterpillar. Okay. And it's about a caterpillar. I'll recap it for you. Okay. It's about this caterpillar that he's in a little egg under the moon, and one night he's born, and he goes out and he starts eating through things. So on like Monday he eats through an apple, and Tuesday he eats through 2 pears, and Wednesday he eats through, so he like goes the whole week and eats through all these foods. And then he wakes up the next day and he's hungrier and hungrier and hungrier, and he starts eating through all this junk food. So he eats through like a salami, a lollipop, a cheese, a hot dog, cherry pie. He goes through like eight things or 10 things, and they're really bad for you. And then it's like the line after it goes, and then he had a stomach ache, and then he didn't feel very well. So he goes to bed, and then the next page you turn it over, the next day was Sunday or something like that. Yeah. And he ate through one giant juicy green leaf, and he felt much better. And I thought, it's a life lesson. It is. It was so funny. It's this caterpillar, and he eats all this crud and feels horrible, and then he eats a leaf and he feels better. And I was like, it's so true. In my life, if I even cheat a little and I start thinking that I'm okay and I can handle more, and I start just eating, like, you know, if I cheat and have a piece of gluten, or if I decide I can have a piece of, like gluten-free pie, even though it's packed with sugar, I feel horrible. And then it's like you make a green juice and it sets your body back. I feel like but it was funny in a children's book. Like that wasn't even the intent of the book, but I thought, oh, how refreshing. And the caterpillar eats the leaf and he feels so much better. Now, if she would just get that lesson for her whole life, you know what I mean? I mean, no, totally. Like that would just solve that. There'd be no obesity problems. There'd be no disease, probably, you know? I know. Wow. I know. That's interesting. And I do think it was funny this morning on Yahoo. They had a story on Gwyneth Paltrow. Oh. And she has had some media flack for saying some things over the years, like some quotes and stuff. But they had at the top, like, I think they posted the top 25 problems with, or things that she said that people have had beef with. Really? So she is like a controversial kind of person? Yeah, kind of, I guess. Really? Yeah, I mean, in a funny way. She just says things that she sees in, but I laughed because one of the quotes today I read was, I'm not going to get it like word for word, but she basically said, I would rather die than give my kid a cup of soup. Like cup o' soup. Oh, those cup o' soup things? Yeah, she said she'd rather die. Wow. And I guess that was a very strong thing, and people made fun of her, but I was laughing, but I'm like, man, as a little kid, I mean, that's true. Like, we stuck water in those things, stuck them in the microwave, and styrofoam in the microwave. I used to do with that probably too. 85 chemicals in it. That's not even soup. Well, that stuff has MSG in it, which is really, really toxic. Yeah, and then you put, like you said, that the microwave itself, even if you put, you know, something good in the microwave itself is toxic. Right. And it's styrofoam. Oh. And then the water was always just tap water with those things. Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, and they probably weren't even real carrots. You know how they're like freeze dried? Oh. Those probably weren't even carrots. So Gwyneth, you're onto something. We're with you. Yeah.
on that quote, I'm with you.
You have our support.
Yeah. I give her 2 thumbs up.
Wow, that's crazy.
Anyway, interesting, eh?
Yeah. Well, so it sounds like the caterpillar was going for its ancestral diet.
Mm-hmm. He knew.
Yeah.
He knew.
When you're designed to eat something and
then you know what happened?
What happened?
And he goes into his cocoon.
Oh, at the end?
Yeah. He eats and he feels better and he goes into his cocoon and then he comes out a beautiful butterfly.
Oh.
Moral of the story.
Was one wing half formed because of the food he ate? No.
The piece of salami did him in. No, it's a great story though.
So a while back we had someone write us in on Facebook. Remember this? And we haven't talked about this.
Okay.
But it's called, he was talking to us about a really awesome community down in Costa Rica.
Oh gosh, I know.
Have you, what is that? Serenity Gardens.
Serenity Gardens.
Yeah. It's really interesting. This amazing place in Costa Rica. I think it's down on the west coast of Costa Rica.
Mm-hmm. I forget the name of the town.
Somewhat far down south, right?
Yeah, I think so.
And really great thing. So look it up, Serenity Gardens, and they're putting together this really great community down there with sustainable farming, and I think they're growing their food with things like rock dust. And,
right.
They're really on the cutting edge, and they're developing this whole community of people that are self-sustained.
Mm-hmm.
And you can get plots of land down there for super cheap. And you can build your own garden and just kind of live. It's pretty close to the beach too, so you can go surfing if you surf. Lots of really cool things down there.
Yeah, they have a video on like the plan for the community, and man, you just want to up and move the next day.
Yeah, it's amazing.
It's pretty neat.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they have like different people go down there and offer their services for free, but you can get your own plot of land, and your house. Like a house was how much?
Oh, isn't it like
$80,000?
Yeah,
or something
like that.
And you get your own plot of land with a garden already, or the soil already established for you.
Mm-hmm.
Serenity Gardens.
And they had this, I don't know if it was a group of people. I think it was a group of people, but I think one woman in particular headed up the garden, like the actual sustainable garden for the community that everyone could eat off of and survive, off the grid.
Yeah. And they have like papayas and avocados and mangoes and bananas and vegetables and all this. It's like this incredible soil. I remember looking at
chickens, goats,
yeah, and everything. It's
tempting.
Maybe we should do the show down there. What do you think?
You can do it from anywhere.
I know.
As long as they accept wiener dogs. I'm in.
Oh man. Well, we'll have to look at the policy that Costa Rica has on wiener dogs. It could be tricky. So crazy. Yeah, let's see. What else do we have to get to today? We've done the listener questions. And just so you know, with our listeners, it's you guys are just amazing. And we're going to start making the shows more interactive and have you guys call in. And if you have any health issues or anything like that, we'll be able to get feedback from other listeners that could be listening live and really kind of get to the bottom of your health issues as a result of this entire community that we're building. And the people that have been emailing in are just, some of these people are just amazing. I mean, they're doing things like hydroponics, and people have been writing to me about doing ozone therapy and doing enemas and doing all these amazing things that we haven't even tried yet.
Yeah.
So really kind of cutting edge listeners here.
It's encouraging to me on my journey. I just feel like I need to be immersed in that too. Like to keep me in my, I don't know, just be more open to adding new things in weekly, daily.
Yeah.
It's encouraging. I am so grateful for people who are in contact with us.
Yeah, it's so cool.
I'm learning just as much.
And this community that we're building here is just awesome. So I want to try to play a couple minutes of this Operating Room of the Future video here. And I'm going to play it on YouTube, and hopefully it will come through. So I'm going to hit play and see. If it doesn't, I'll just pause the interview and we'll come back. But let's give it a shot here.
Okay.
The way I see the future is building of the next generation operating room, replacing traditional surgery by non-invasive outpatient procedure. Insightec was established in January 1999. The company developed a breakthrough technology that in essence allows to treat human beings without cutting the body. We develop technology and systems that are capable to destroy targets deep inside the body, completely non-invasive. The unique part of Insight Tech is that all this procedure is being done under real-time monitoring and control of treatment outcome. So the user is capable to change treatment parameters on the fly, not in retrospect, and achieve the desired outcome.
The main part of the system is the transducer that transmits the ultrasound waves from this area here. This has 1,000 elements in it. Each one of them is electronically controlled by a complicated electronic system together with mechanics, software that supports it. Each one of those elements are transmitting the ultrasound waves, focusing at the treatment point.
The technology allows us to treat almost any tumor inside the body. We started with uterine fibroids. It's a huge problem. About 25% of the women will suffer from significant symptomatic effects. Today, the gold standard is hysterectomy. Patient is going through hysterectomy, then she will be hospitalized for a couple of days, let's say 3 to 5 at the hospital, sent home, and will recover weeks. It'll take to recover. In our treatment, next day the patient is back to her life, work, family, whatever. It's a dramatic change for the women. Step 2 was turning into oncology. We selected a specific application, which is metastatic bone tumor. It's a palliative treatment. The next one, which is in many ways the holy grail of this technology, is brain treatments. We are treating central nervous system diseases like Parkinson, like essential tremor. We've seen patients that for tens of years suffered from this disease, leaving the table immediately post-treatment with no tremor. We'll definitely look as a next step on brain tumors, prostate cancer, liver tumors, breast cancer, and so on and so on. Eventually, we see it as a next generation operating room, centralized service in the hospital. I've done my first degree in physics and mathematics in Jerusalem, and then I moved to the Technion and done my first engineering degree in electrical engineering, and then continued directly into PhD in electro-optics. In parallel, I started working at Rafael.
Isn't that amazing, Jay?
I don't even know what to say about that. I want to watch that whole thing.
Yeah, I'll put the link to that on our show page here. Let me turn.
Wow, that's incredible.
Turn the monitor back. Yeah, it's amazing, isn't it?
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, the uterine fibroids and
someone who suffers with one of those, myself, it's cool to know there's different possibilities.
So it's called Insight Tech, INSIGHTEC, wow. Insight Tech. And the thing about this, though, is it really is, man, there's some people out there doing amazing things like this. And, I mean, look at Brzezinski. They railroaded him, and he's down in Houston, Texas, and he was curing cancer with, I forget what kind of therapy he was using, but, man, watch the Brzezinski cure. I think it's on Netflix, the Brzezinski something. And I just hope that something, I mean,
I know.
I don't know what they're going to do. I mean, I'm surprised they've been able to get as far as they have, actually.
Yeah, me too.
With getting this information out, you know.
Do they accept patients? Like, people are able to go there for treatments right now?
I guess so. I mean, this is the first. I mean, I've only known about this for the last hour because I got this email from. Let's see who sent this in. This is really cool. We're going to share this on the show. Marlene wrote in. Israel's amazing medical technology, a must see. Amazing medical technology. I really hope you watch this. It's very inspiring for the future. And
is that a full documentary, like full length?
I don't think so. No, it's only, let's see, this particular video is only 6 minutes, 29 seconds. And we'll put it on the show page, but
let's get it out there.
It's awesome though. You know, we'll spread the word, get this stuff out but the thing is too, is what we need to understand and know is that cancer and these types of things they're verbs. They're not nouns.
Yeah.
you know, and we do cancer. We give ourselves cancer by the lifestyle that we choose. And so being able to get rid of something like a brain tumor is, I mean, that's life changing. But what good is it if you go back to your same life, you know?
Right.
And so cancer and all these diseases really are just a teacher, you know?
Yeah. In our culture though, it's, you know, so-and-so got cancer. I got cancer. It's like, nobody wants to say like, I gave myself cancer, or cancer is something I did.
Right.
It's a hard place to come to. I mean, a lot of us aren't aware of what we're doing that even, you know, could be our fault, but
right.
No matter what causes it, there's always, you know, like you said, options now to,
it's so cool.
overcome this stuff that we're doing to ourselves without even knowing, some of us.
Yeah, I know. It's just, man, there's so much hope. And, you know, I just, if you are someone who's dealing with some kind of fast growing growth of some kind, which is typically cancer, sometimes they're just tumors that aren't cancerous, or fibroids or any kind of thing like that. I mean, there's amazing options out there. The hemp oil, when we talked to, what's his name? Rick Simpson from episode, I think he was 70. And writing that down, Rick Simpson, and stuff like this. I mean, there's just amazing things out there in the world today. So we should close out the show. Let me get the old music to close out.
I have a quote.
Oh yeah.
Not a fun fact. Oh my goodness. I have a quote.
That's right. You got this during the week, didn't you?
Inspirational quote.
Kate.com is in her inspirational quote.
Hold up here, people. Wait for it.
Wait for it.
Okay. I don't know how you say this person's name. Cute, K-U-T-E. Coot.
Oh yeah, Coot.
Blackson.
Okay.
Inspirational quote of the Sunday. Your value is not in how you look, how much you weigh, how nice your skin is, whether you have no wrinkles or cellulite. Just being an open-hearted, radiant, blessing force, a force of love. You are the gift in itself.
Nice.
It's cool, huh?
Yeah. That's cool.
There you go. Be inspired.
Your value is not in how you look, how much you weigh, how nice your skin is, whether or not you have any. Yeah, that's a good quote.
I know it is.
Just being open-hearted, radiant, blessing force of love. You are the gift in itself.
Especially living in Orange County, it is sometimes very easy to start going down those pathways of self-deprecation. Yeah,
well, that's a problem with a lot of women, right? They just all they see is their flaws, right? Especially like that Dove video that you talked about.
Oh, did you ever put a link to that?
I don't know if I did. That was in the last Free for All Friday show. I'll put that on this one though.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we didn't get to half of what we wanted to get to, but that's okay. Then we'll press on. We'll forge through the storm here.
And we'll save something for next time.
Yeah, that's right. We'll save something for next time. So
eat your leafy greens and stay away from bad caterpillar food.
And stay away from top ramen.
Right. That is the moral of the story today.
That's right. Just listen to what Gwyneth says.
Yeah, go with Gwyneth.
Go with Gwyneth.
She won't lead you astray.
All right, I want to thank Mike Adams of naturalnewsradio.com for having us on his show. I appreciate that. And I want to say, if you want to follow us on Facebook, we would greatly appreciate that. We would really, really love to have you part of our community. And the community that we're building here is just amazing.
It's incredible.
Yeah, it's so cool.
Exciting.
And another little thing that I would ask that you would do, if you could, go to extremehealthradio.com/love. And all you have to do, it'll take you literally 2 seconds to do. All you have to do is click a button on that page, and that will help support our show. It's really, really cool.
I've never heard of /love.
Yeah, extremehealthradio.com/love, and that will help to support our show. And all you got to do is click a button and you're done. It takes 2 seconds.
Thank you.
And if you could do that, we would greatly appreciate that. That would be really, really cool. And I'll let you see what that's. It's just a real simple page, but you'll see when you get there what it is, and that would be really great. Another thing you can do, like I said before, is purchase on Amazon if you want to support our work. extremehealthradio.com/Amazon, and please do that every time you go to Amazon. That would be really great way to support us. We'd really appreciate that. And we've got a mailing list that is growing like wildfire every day. It's amazing. And we write about once a week on there, and you can go to extremehealthradio.com/subscribe. And also, we're rebuilding our store. I think you guys are going to really like it. I was showing Kate the kind of prototype this morning.
It is so cool.
Yeah, it's going to be much more intuitive, and it's just going to be much better, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really cool.
It looks great. It's going to function awesome.
But in the meantime, we still have our store up with all the great products that we sell, like the sauna and the rebounder and all the cleanses and things. So check out our store for awesome products. I think you're really going to like these things. We use them and we promote them because we believe in them. So check out our store. But if you'd like to donate, that would be huge. We recently increased our costs. We increased our internet connection. And we bought some more equipment that is going to be costing on a daily basis or on a monthly basis. So we could really use your donations if you could, even if it's $5 or $10, that would be huge.
The donations just bought my ear set. Here.
Yeah, you have a brand new headset.
Oh, it's like a world of. I was going off my little iPod earbuds, and oh my gosh, I can actually hear things now. So thanks to you guys. This is just starting to really bless the efforts. So thank you.
Yeah, it's so cool. And so our monthly costs are going up as a result of trying to increase the quality of the show. And we're buying some more software and things, and that all costs on a monthly basis. So if you can, please donate. That's a huge way that we are supporting our work here. We don't want to charge anything for people.
Yes, please. Thank you.
Let's see. I think that's it. Is that take care of all the business?
That's a wrap.
Look at you. We should have you have those little black and white little wood snapper things, like in a Hollywood studio.
Yep, that's a wrap.
Take two.
Take two. I want one of those now.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for listening. If there's anything we can do for you, please let us know, and we'd love to help you out. And don't forget to go to extremehealthradio.com/love.